Potter fans, today I'm doing Create This Book. Mariah Elizabeth, don't try to copycat me for using my book in your video. Make sure to check Mariah Elizabeth out. Okay, now we got the disclaimer out of the way. Today we're going to create this book. A few pages and create this book. But let's not try to free, because remember last time? The time got really long. So, it was about 3 months ago, and it was 54 minutes long. Let's try to not accomplish that number in this video. Let's try to accomplish lower than that. Okay? So that's what we're not going to do today. But we have a twist to this Create This Book video. We have some new art supplies. I have all the art supplies I'll be using, except this sketchbook. I am using Create This Book. I want to say this sketchbook when I have my other sketchbooks. Because I don't want to create a sketchbook at a time. I will fill that one out on one eventually. First, I need to finish the 2 sketchbooks I'm working on. This green sketchbook that has many of my art ideas in it. And this sketchbook that has Aubrey written on it. Oh, this is a sketchbook that I don't really need to finish. I don't mind all these words. They have nothing. If you read them, you'll be spoiled. So don't read them. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Just name my characters. It doesn't matter. None of this matters, okay? None of this matters, okay? Ignore this book and pretend never exists. That book is for YouTube reasons. They're just not so on the internet, because then you'll be spoiled by everything. And I don't want to say spoilers on the internet of a story, okay? You must wonder what this is, and what does this say? Caltato? I'm not that good at reading. Painting and drawing. Art. I don't know. We're not trying the case. That'd be stupid to just try a case for art supplies. No, that's not what we're doing. Okay. Why can I not? And here, also another sketchbook. We'll 2 sketchbooks we'll be not using today. Cartonics that I probably won't be using today. What I'm interested in is giant pack of color pencils and writing tools. Yes, am I going to be using all these? Well, I'm just trying them out and seeing what good quality they are. First, I need to find what pages I'm interested in doing and to create this book. So I thought this page would be interesting. Oh no, you can't see the words. So this page would be fun to do in this video. Create a contradiction. Make up something contradictory. Hot, bright during darkest. Draw or write about here. So basically, you create something that don't normally work together. That's fun idea. So you heard me right. I need to choose 2 categories that don't work together. First, I'm drawing an S, because this word starts with S. See, snow and fire. Do those normally work together? No. Because fire burns snow. Basically melts snow, not burns it. It might burn it, honestly. But I have been in troubles with writing this name. I tried writing lowercase n. It did not work. It does not work. Okay, I went back to capital N. Then I went to O. This took so long to write this name. I know it seems a little silly to take so long to write fire and snow. That's it. Fire and snow. And we are actually going to do the lines. I know why my screen's turning black. I just forgot to cut it out. And this is like trying to change the colors. I did miss a line in one of them. Okay. and then doing some snow, then do like it's melting, then it's like turning into fire. So it's like an actual transition, like, oh, it's snowy, like, oh, the fire comes, oh no, it's melting, and then it's just a big fire. There's just a big fire right next to the melting one. I thought so too, like fire and snow. I thought that'd be really cool. So that's what I did. And that is what I did. And yes, I am coloring all the colors of fire, yellow, orange, and red. Because, yeah. And yes, I'm coloring red in the middle of the fire. Just to give more fiery effect. Fiery effect. Is that even a word? I don't think that is a word. I know fiery is a word. That's a name I use commonly. But fiery effect, I don't think that's a word. I think that's 2 words. I don't know what to say when I'm just coloring in. How slow am I coloring in? Jeez. I forgot to speed this up. Just look at me. Look at me. I'm coloring in red so slowly. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. Oh. Well, this is way quicker. I wonder if this is in real time or not. Then that's it. I really like that sign. And then, okay, going back to quickness. I think that was kind of real time on accident, but that's okay. And this is my little character I decided to draw. I decided to draw a character to make up this idea. Now this is a... What? Whoa. I skipped the sketching process for that, apparently, yeah. So, a character is supposed to be snow and ice. Now you just see the outline. That's okay. You just get so it's supposed to be a bear made out of snow, but he's actually secretly melting because you can see that he has a seppa and it's a pan. Why is he melting? You'll see later on. And he's supposed to be flipping like a pancake, but it looks like an egg instead of pancake in the color. So yeah, I'm outlining everything right now: the fire in his cheek and the lines. And this bear I actually really like. I'm trying to think of a name for him. I think it's fire and snow. Because as it is. Now this thing really made the character come to life and look super cool. When I put all these blue snow pieces around everything, it looks like actual snow. And this made the character, and this character I like is because I made it look so almost like snow. Like it looks like snow. Like seriously, it looks like snow. So if you want to make snow, just grab blue colored pencil and color over the edges of everything, and then it will look like snow. Because that would happen to mine. So yeah, looks really cool, honestly. I put little bird marks, like no got burned. And then I put little blue bits for the melting bits that turn into water. Then I just gave him blue belly to match with the blue color scheme. Then we got a little blender right there. Then it looks well, but that's okay. Now I'm coloring all the lines and markers. Also, this video is for testing my new art supplies. I only did 2 pages, but I will have page 2, part 2 for this to try my last art supplies. The second one I did not. So, yeah. And orange, and yellow, and red. These markers, I didn't try every color of it. Honestly, these markers work pretty well. When I say those markers, the those things are kind of just like normal. Not just trying to get some shade on the setback with me adding the lines which make it look like actual setback. Then adding a blue in for the snow. You know what I made that snow. You know what the puddle is? It's for water. That's what the puddle is for. If that makes sense, yeah. So I try every single color. So every single color that says in this page. What was that? I don't even know what that was. And you see the little water lines? Like it's melting away. Now, is this bear gonna die? No. I don't want y'all characters that die. That will make me cry. And I don't want to cry. Of my own art. So yeah. So let me just go and do a pancake. So you kind of looks like a not really pancake, but that's okay. And now here's the part. So there's a kitchen and there's a fire. This is an oven. It's common for a fire to be an oven, honestly. It's very common. Smoke is coming out because, the thing is, this bear is a very bad cook. And fire has gotten everywhere. And he has burned his food. So now he's melting. That's my idea. He's a very bad cook. And, honestly, bear, little snow bear, you need to practice your cooking. You need to practice your cooking. If you don't practice your cooking, you'll just die from meltiness. Practice cooking. Now, I don't know anything is black because this is thinner than a Sharpie. And Sharpies have been deleting details. These don't delete details. And also they outline in so many different colors that it's awesome. Like if you see the carpet sometimes, every time that's happening, I've got a marker. So yeah. And I'm actually gonna outline everything in these colors because this is pretty cool. Also, I want to use all the outline colors, and I might even do this again in different drawings. I really like how the different outlines looked. Now I also use these for like a sword I made. So I record this art video like July 10th for some doubts. I was doing it on July 10th. You're gonna see how hard my art is. Wow. And I'm just coloring green. Coloring all the colors with all the colors. And I use mostly for the kissing, which means this is a very, very colorful kissing. Like, you don't think this is colorful kissing, then you're wrong. Because this is a very colorful kissing. Also, I do really like it, honestly. You gotta use all the colors, and it looks actually pretty cool. So I'm actually just, like, highlighting all the colors right now. Make it like that. And honestly, there is some things that are gonna happen to this artwork, but we'll be able to fix them. We'll be able to fix them in real life and digitally. You'll see that when it comes, but we're not gonna give spoilers for that. And now I'm just coloring the kisses very colorful. It's gonna be very colorful. It's like, boom, color! This is on the page. And I'm actually doing like a little bit of shading, I think. I'm just trying to use all the colors and how they all look. And sometimes it's hard to use all the colors in one set. So yeah, doing some shading and outlining and stuff like that. And see, the brown colors are for like the melting parts of the snow, like it's melting away and torn like grass, which is actually a cool detail. And now I'm coloring purple for the stove, a purple stove. Yes, that's what I'm doing. And I'm actually adding red to it. And again, I'll say that looks pretty cool. And then then we're going to color some blue, look at snow, and more brown and green. And then into friendly. And then we're going to add in the fire that's burning the stuff away. It's burning away, like, goodbye. I'm adding the lines and little details that might get ruined. And then I'm doing the smoke. I actually got this idea for a video, but okay. I saw like, oh, that'd be a good way to do smoke. So I did it. And honestly, that idea looked really good, but I didn't even have much, I know I'm probably not the best color pencil in the world. Best person in color pencils. I'm not the most skilled color pencils, probably not the most skilled person with color pencils. But the smoke turned out like looking like smoke. So that's good. Now these puddles of water are starting to melting, yes. I actually really like how I saw it melting. So yeah. Now we're deciding snowflakes and confetti like how it was in the last place. Just to add something in the background. Because honestly, having paint background is kind of boring. It's kind of very, very boring. Now we're just gonna go and color the confetti spots in. And these confetti spots are many different colors of confetti. Woo! I'm just calling colors. I'm not using. This was a good way to use a lot of colors during these confetti spots. Honestly, those markers that have the outline pen just work like little markers without the outlining. So I'm probably gonna use a lot more for outlining than the actual markers. So yeah, I don't know what the thing is on there. Oh, it's probably video. Awesome. What's video gonna do art? And this is my terrible idea. So I decided to glue the pages with paint. Well, this turned terribly wrong, so I didn't have glue in my house. So I decided to glue the pages with paint. You can see why this turned wrong. But no. This is highlights. Oh. Okay, now this thing didn't turn wrong. This is just highlights for, I did add a little too many highlights, so yeah.
So I finished the highlights and framed these two pictures. Honestly, they look pretty good. And they look pretty good. But they're gonna get ruined. Glue the pages in. I decided to use paint. And that spread the marker absolutely everywhere, ruining the eye on the bear, which making it not really that cute and ruining the whole entire picture. Also did some things to the kitten, but it's not really that bad. I can even leave it this way.
So, I went into Disney because I had no clue. I was actually crying over the picture. No joke. And I was very sad at it being destroyed. So I just colored over the eye digitally, and we actually grabbed some white out and were able to fix it in real life. So this version did not really work, did not really get printed out, but I still thought so explain my terrible process. And my story of the bear. I almost ruined this picture. It was saved by lucky. And I'm so glad it got saved because honestly, I really like this picture. It looks super cool. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not putting it in my greatest book. I'm so sad. I actually cried. I'm not even joking about this, okay? I'm actually coloring everything. And yes, I'm coloring the low spots, which I would be okay with, actually keeping. Yeah. Low spots I'm okay with keeping. I did ruin a few more pages, but honestly, I'm fine with it. And one page did ruin completely. But the thing is, that page is not done. That page is has not been done yet, so I can just glue the pages on top of it, and there you go. Dun. Fixed. So yeah, that was not that bad. And this is just with my Dizzle pen. I use the Dizzle pen for my animations. If you're not seeing them, go watch them. They're very good. So right now I'm working on episode 4. No, it's take a while. And I actually had a hard time with blending this paper in the background. I'll play so many times. Yeah. Took a lot of time to actually have this paper in to make it look like actual paper. I still want to keep the vibe like it was like actual paper. But I still want to fix it digitally, so yeah, try to get this 80 completely right. Then I'm fixing the kitten. This kitten had, I didn't really need super a lot of fixing because I didn't actually use this one. But I did do a little bit of fixing on the real life version as well. I just grabbed a little bit of fixing. I fixed all the things that were going to be there. Just fixed the drawers and stuff like that. The stuff got a little bit ruined. Now I'll be okay with honestly leaving, honestly. If I left it this way, I'll be fine. But honestly, if I did not do the digital version and not glue it, I'll be fine with all the things that got ruined, honestly. Just little things got ruined. Little details that I did have numbers and they looked better digitally. But honestly, I did this version here. I am using I don't know what I'm using for this. I normally use Flickr grass for my animations, but this is not Flickr grass. I think this is maybe I paid, maybe it's Procreate. Procreate costs money, takes.
Hi, now I'm back from the voiceovers. You probably heard that, yeah, this piece got ruined. It looks so much better, so we fixed it up with whiteout. We were able to fix up the eye, which I think now the picture is completely improved. I did outline some stuff. This part I was fine with, even though it looks less good than it did before. This kind of has aesthetic. It's kind of cool, honestly. And I really like this page, even though the difficulties, I doubt it's my face. Pretty cool page, honestly. I thought we're not gonna get our page done, but I have a really quick page that we can do that's gonna probably take 2 to 1 minute, so yeah. There's a page in here. I'll come show you. And yes, I did do a sort of these. I'll do a sort of every art piece. Continue on for now. Except I forget to. Or I filmed it before sorts before I recorded sorts, which is probably not gonna happen. And this is my final picture, so yeah. And I did test our supplies. In this one, I am not gonna test our play. Why? I'm not gonna get over a review in this short amount of time. That's gonna give you a hint of what page I wanna do next. Because I thought it'd be fun for today. And let me just show you a little bit of the damage. It got a little bit ruined and some specks got here by using the paint. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Honestly, this is fine. And no, not that page. And yes, I will work on the floor. I just work better on the floor. Don't judge me, okay? And it says, create a time limit. I'm not going to use to decorate this page in exactly 10 minutes, no more, no less. So I'm going to have 5 minutes for the sketching to sketch out my design. Very simple. I'm probably not going to use any characters for this. Maybe this guy. Can I draw this guy and call him this guy in 10 minutes? I can actually, so I can use this guy. Why did I give you the hopes I'm going to use you? Apparently I'll use you. I don't even know what your name is. I don't even know you have a name. And then I'm going to create a picture in 10 to 5 minutes with using that character and something else I drew in the past. That only took me 3 to 2 minutes to color it. And it only took me less than 1 minute to draw. Also, you would have in mind, I think what I have in mind will be nice, but it won't be the best art. Remember, this page is 180 to 280. I'll be only pausing the timer when I'm doing the sort. If it's understandable, it is. Because if I do not pause it, it won't even go with the art idea. So I will pause it when I'm doing the sort for this. But other than that, I will not pause it at all. So I will be here doing 10-minute art on this page. Fun, but it's gonna be time consuming, especially with this much space.
So if you ever see the iPad on this one, it's just a timer ticking down. So I don't even need to cut this out. So that's good. Talking about the other one, if the other app I described costs money, then I'm not using it. Okay. I don't use apps that cost money. The app I use for editing is not money based. You don't pay money for it. So yeah, it's completely free. Now this is completely time. This is what I said before. This is time for 10 minutes, and I did actually a pretty good job. This is done in 10 minutes. And this is the plan, and that's a penguin. Now, the time is not 10 minutes on the actual video, but that's what I spent on it. I did these speed drawings earlier today, and I was in the mood to do a ton of speed challenges. So I did work for a snowy biome. Again! I was in a snowy mood this month. No, it's not winter, because I called this weeks and weeks away from that bear picture. It has been like 2 weeks since I drawn that bear picture. It's been like probably like 1 week or 2 weeks when I was calling this on the bear picture. So yeah, these are videos. Take a real long time. And yes, I am coloring them in, and I did have all my markers right in front of me. Cause why? Cause I was timed, of course. So I just dumped them all out so I could get them easier. I didn't want to spend my time and waste my time because I'm looking for markers. So yeah, I used markers because they colored in very quickly. Also did the same snow thing, but I didn't look as good. But honestly, that one had. What was that? What was that? What was that? I just saw a past 4 sign on it. Oh no! I might have to cut out. That was probably a time when I was listening. It's honestly. So yeah. I was listening to music while I was doing this because I was so stressed. So I had snowflakes in it. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Let me just say, this was a challenge. I had no clue. I had fun drawing speed art. Let me show you my speed art that only took me like 3 to 5 minutes to do. So this is based on a Roblox game called Speed Drawing. I played it with my sister. I wanted to do some in real life, so I had fun doing that. So I thought I would do this page. See, I got a cat. Okay, I got my plant. Look at that plant, look at this plant. It's the same exact plant. But both of them have done pretty well. I got the idea from this video. Then we got this one. A smiley face. A dog pictured in his. And this little bunny character that you don't know the name of. We got the little penguin guy. His beak's purple, but I was rust. I couldn't focus on details. His blue outline, and a tree with snow. I came up with snow because it has the least amount of detail, so for the animosity. There's tiny little details from my pens, and snowflakes. I didn't draw the smiley face in that time, but that only took like seconds, so I think it's fine. And that didn't include the gluing the face in time. But this was a challenge to make. I like the result though. It's not my absolute favorite page of all of these pages, but it's pretty good. Quick art piece, and that's my end episode, but there's another page I'll do next. Or be in another part or a different part. Okay, here's my book. Okay, page I did off camera. Well, not that page, not that page. That page took forever. Not that page. Not that page. Not that page. Here it is, create patterns. I'll do this page next in the video, and then that'll be the last page to try my new art supplies in.